Hi everyone. This is a quick update on what's happening right smack in the middle of October. I'm doing it on October the 12th. Jupiter is almost exactly trine Pluto in Capricorn, and this is the biggest event that's happening in October. So I wanted to discuss what that means for you on a really practical level. Okay, so Jupiter is in Virgo at the moment, which means there's an expansion of everything that Virgo represents. And Virgo represents at the very core of itself what's true, truth. And I don't mean truth as against a lie, but things that are actually true, right on. Things, let's put it in simple terms, things that work in the world. And the things that work in the world are based on being connected to what underlies everything, which is love. So we've got right now a huge expansion, abundance of energy that is going, get in line with what works in your real life, in the real world. Do what is true for you. This is a great time to really put in perspective and start doing what is true for you, what works for you, when you do it, the work that you do, the, way you deal with your health, all the practical things in your life, your daily routine. Is it based on doing what you love? Are you loving doing it? That's the really big energy that's going on there at the moment. And that is directly connected and in communication with Pluto in Capricorn. Now, Pluto's been in Capricorn since 2008 and will be till 2023. And it's bringing about a death, rebirth, regeneration, and new life. It's transmuting, transforming our world and taking it into a transcendent place, a place that's beyond anything that we've known before. And it's doing it by restructuring our lifestyle and restructuring our world. And on a personal level, getting us in touch with our personal authority. That's what Capricorn is all about. So since 2008, we've all been on a journey to really regenerate our own authority rather than giving authority away to things around us, the world around us, people around us, society, whatever. And we're also really looking at restructuring our society so that each person can exercise their authority. And this is a long-term process. 2008, 2023 is the time where all those changes are happening in your lifestyle and your life and the world around us to enable that to be actually possible. And so here you have this abundant energy of good fortune, you could call it, get out there and be true to yourself, find out what works for you in your life, really connecting with this ongoing process of restructuring your lifestyle, getting in touch with your authority. In other words, living the life that, see, authority comes from the word author. And authority is writing the script for your life, not letting someone else write the script for your life. That's what authority is. So now is a time where there's an abundance of going, let's go for what works in your life and write that into your life script and bring that into the world. It's a time now to look at what works on an expansive, inclusive, abundant level. What works, and then bringing that into the way in which our whole society and your personal life is evolving and changing structurally. Both signs are earth signs, so it's structural, it's physical, it's not theoretical, it's not the slightest bit woo-woo. This is about what's going on in your practical life now, and is it working for you? And how do you restructure your life so it does work for you? And how do we restructure this world so it does work for us? And you can see plenty of evidence around there, all the trade agreements going on, whether you're for them or against them or believe, and how all the corporations are trying to, take advantage of them to get their agendas, more profitable and running better. And there's tons of evidence of this around here, but it boils down to you, your life, your relationships, your business. You know, now's the time to really put in perspective and be abundant with what works and to let go of what doesn't. Really, now's the time to let it go. And if you're anything like me at the moment, damn, there's some, I mean, this month has been incredible so far for me. And from what I hear from clients and people I know, it's been incredible for them. Huge shifts, big shifts, because we're setting up, as I've said before, the future. So let's take this into each of your lives practically by looking at how it affects each sun sign, by giving you some hints and clues of where to look or what things to work on. Okay, so I'm going to go through whatever sun sign you are. I'm going to go through all the 12 sun signs and show you how Jupiter in Virgo connects with Pluto in Capricorn. And at the same time, right now, and this is just a short-term transit, but it's happening right now, right at the same time, you've got the sun opposite Uranus, the sun in Libra, Uranus slowly moving through Aries. And that basically says, have the courage, be courageous enough to do what really works for you consciously, to bring about the changes you need to make in your life. That's a very short summary. So now's the time to really come to grips with this. It's a brilliant opportunity. October is a brilliant opportunity to restructure your life. So if you're an Aries, you've got expansion in the area of life to do with your work and your health. And again, what works for you. Is it true? Is it real? Does it work in everyday life? There's this expansion. So expand anything that improves your health, anything that improves your work, anything that improves the routines in your daily life, improves them, expands them, helps you discover new ways. Get into that, because that will then communicate with Pluto in Capricorn, which is going to help you restructure your career, restructure how you contribute to others in the world. If you are a Taurus, then you've got this expansion of Jupiter happening in the area to do with your creativity, with enjoying life, with working with children. But wherever you can improve and expand your creativity, your enjoyment of life, that's going to feed directly into you being able to restructure your belief system so that it's really suited to who you are as a unique individual. It's not just a bunch of beliefs taken on from other people. If you're a Gemini, again, the expansion is going to be in how you, how put this, how you nurture yourself, the foundation, how you get your life to work so it supports you, it nurtures you, it gives you a solid foundation. It could be expanding something to do with your home, or expanding the foundation of your business, or just really improving how much emotional satisfaction you get out of life, because that will really, really help, right? And that will feed into you improving all the places in life where you are involved in the business of sharing your resources with other people, whether that's in your business, whether that's in negotiations, whether that is in sexual interaction with other people, or intimate relationships with other people, and I mean intimate on all senses, physically, but also when you're doing a business deal where you have to get real. There's no BS. You're really getting focused and real on that. So developing that sense of being grounded and secure and emotionally satisfied will give you the ability to run your business, negotiate better, have a better sex life, get more intimately involved with other people if you're a Gemini. If you're a Cancer, you need to expand how effectively you communicate to people. Now, I have a friend and a close ally who is a Cancerian. And I've just been watching over the last of the last week or so, how he's been developing an ability to communicate so much more effectively in a way that really works for him. It's not just adapted to be politically correct or not upset people, but he's really developing the ability to communicate in a way that works for him. And that is expanding his relationships. If you're a Cancer, developing and improving your ability to communicate in a way that really works for you is going to really help improve the structure, the integrity, the authenticity of your relationships. So they're the two places. There's been long-term changes happening in relationships, but expanding your ability to communicate at this point will really add to that as your relationships evolve over the years still to come. Okay, now, if you're a Leo, then it's expanding what works for you in terms of how you feel, what your resources are, what your assets are. You know, if you've got the right assets, the right resources for you, which can mean divesting yourself of some. If they're not right, they don't work for you. And it can mean building up the ones that really do work for you. If you look at your financial situation and say, how can I improve this? Not in a desperate way, but where are the opportunities coming to me now for me to improve that? Then that is going to flow over into restructuring the way you take care of your health and take care of daily life and your work. It will improve your work. In other words, if it's health, it's like looking at how can you expand your ability to feel? And that will help improve your health. How can you do things that you feel good about? That will improve your health. Well, the same thing. What are the things, what are the assets you have? What are the resources you have that can help improve your work? What sort of assets do you need? Then go and work for that. Restructure your life so that your work is moving towards providing you with those assets. Okay, if you're a Virgo, as a Virgo, what you need to do is really expand your identity. Hey, I'm a Virgo, and Virgos are practical and pragmatic and responsible, but they also work most effectively. They're brilliantly analytical, but none of that pragmatic, responsible, analytical side of them works until they're connected to love. Otherwise, they become dry analytical. And you've seen many, many examples of that in your lives, I'm sure. People who are analysing the hell out of everything, but there's no heart there, there's no love there, there's no connection to, life being anything more than this thing they're trying to work out, this puzzle. As a Virgo, you need to really connect to what works for you in terms of connecting you to love, and then develop an identity that's based on that, because that's going to then restructure how you come across in the world in terms of confidence, leadership, and creativity. You've been working on that for years, and you will till 2023. So you want to develop that by developing your own identity, your ability to go for what you want and to be who you are in a practical way that's based on working on things you love, doing it the way you love to do it. It's not all about love, love, love. It's just like, practical love as well. Okay, now for a Libra, the expansion there needs to be in your ability to relax, to dream, to vision, to let go of what doesn't work for you, in the sense of things that drag you down, things that are, poison your relationships, or just stuff you'd rather brush under the carpet. But no, bring it out and let it go. Look at your vision for the future. What is it that you really dream of having in your life? That's a dream that comes from you, not from other people. Relax. Don't worry so much, That's basically what it boils down to. Don't worry so much, relax and really start to get into the flow of your life, because that is going to give you a much more secure foundation. It'll improve your home. It'll improve your sense of emotional security. It'll give you a deeper connection to your soul, which is always a good thing, because your soul can contribute so much to your life. And it will give you a solid foundation for whatever you're doing, business, relationship, anything else like that. So identify what's not working for you, let go of that, identify what is a true dream, a vision, and expand that now. And that will help you build a solid foundation for your life over the next years to come. If you're a Scorpio, then it's a matter of expanding things like your friendships, your connections with people, your sense of not being alone against the world, but being connected, developing, even expanding, if you're in a business, your technology. Let's have a look at what sort of technology would really help us develop this business and take it to a new level. It's also about expanding your consciousness, becoming more conscious of what's going on in the world and how you can serve it or not, whether it's relevant to you to do so or not, who your friends are. Expand your friendships where it's positive, let go of the ones where it's not. Because that is going to help you develop a much better structure to the way in which you communicate. The depth of insight and power that you have as a Scorpio. You're going to find that if you pick those friendships, those technologies, those connections, if you develop greater consciousness in a healthy, positive way, all of your communication's just going to become clearer and clearer, not just from you, but other people will be able to understand it. But it will contain the power and authenticity that is your natural gift as a Scorpio. Okay, if you're a Sagittarius, like me, if you're a Sagittarius, it's about really expanding how you contribute to the world, your career, and how you give to others. Now, this has been building for weeks now. It's peaking now and will continue for the rest of October. And this transit is coming back again several times in 2016. So it's how you can contribute, how you can develop this year. And I mean, I can vouch for that. That's been happening whether I knew the astrology or not. So much in my life, just the ability to contribute, or the desire or the need to expanding that. Even the new course we're about to release over the next couple of weeks, Human Design for Innovators and Entrepreneurs. I mean, that is a pure, I'm reaching out there to contribute to the world, not just to get a course out there to make money at all. It's about, no, we want to make a real difference, or I want to make a real difference. And the people working with me too. And where's that going to benefit? Well, it's going to go directly into developing resources, income, and I'm not just talking about money, but it does include money. It means that the more that happens for you as a Sagittarius, the more it will expand the availability of resources to you in your life. Because Sagittarians since 2008 to 2023 are restructuring their values, their feelings, and their finances, so that they have resources that are appropriate to the life you're truly meant to live. So develop how you contribute. That will benefit you financially, just to use a simple example of what that means. If you're a Capricorn, what that then means is you need to expand how you work with your beliefs and expand your ability to work on a global level, or at least on a broader level than what you are now. Expand your horizons. the horizons in which you're working with whatever you're doing in your life. You know, developing your health, working with your business, working with your relationships, working with just having a great life, you know, whatever it is. Expand that, and that will flow directly into restructuring your identity. And I love this bit because Capricorns are right on the cutting edge of change now. You'd never believe it because they've always been considered to be the conservative ones. But they're on the cutting edge of change now. Right? And that cutting edge is developing their own identity, their own image, their own identity. And restructuring that based on finding beliefs that really work. Okay. If you're or developing, I should say, beliefs that really work at the present time. Now, if you're an Aquarian, Aquarius right now needs to expand their horizons in terms of sharing resources with other people. In other words, expand your business. You know, be generous in your negotiations. That doesn't necessarily mean giving away stuff either. It just means see the big picture and then put it together. Don't just go, oh, yeah, because they said this and I've got to. No, step back and see the big picture and then really negotiate from a wise point of view. Same thing with your intimate relationships, with your sexuality. You know, expand and develop that in a way that's healthy and works for you. Because that is going to expand, well, it's going to help you restructure the vision that you need to develop over 2008 to 2023. You know, restructuring your dream, your vision for the world. The Aquarians are out there sort of working on the vision, whereas the Capricorns are there working on the, you know, well, this is what we have to become, because look, it's happening to me. The Aquarians are going, yeah, and the vision is unfolding and we're having to restructure, you know, the way we look at the world and the way we treat each other as human beings. And, you know, you're being the visionaries at the moment. I mean, everyone is, but very specifically, you need to restructure your vision as your contribution to the world. And developing your business, your ability to interact and share resources with other people intimately and in business, more authentically and effectively, that will help right at this moment. And finally, if you're a Pisces, congratulations for waiting to the end of the video or fast forwarding. And as a Pisces, you need to develop your relationships, because that's Virgo's opposite Pisces. Expand your relationships. Really look at where you can go in relationship. I don't have any relationship. Well, start looking. At least be open to, you know, Jupiter, expansive, open to. Oh, you know, don't go, oh, I haven't got any. No, it's like, okay, where are they coming to me? Where is life green? And what relationships will really work in my life? What relationships have worked, are working, will work? Develop that. Be expansive with that. You know, expect some good fortune in that. Jupiter does bring that, you know, gives you the opportunity. Just don't overdo it, which is the negative side of Jupiter, because that will then take will take the Capricorn part and expand all your, how can I put, your consciousness. It will expand your friendships. It will expand your ability to connect with humanity, because that's what you're restructuring. I mean, Pisces, they were the dreamers, the visionaries. Yeah, but since 2008 to 2023, Pisces are having to restructure their consciousness, because there's a new dimension of Pisces emerging, just as there's a new dimension of every sign. Not that they're going to change, they're going to, in the sense of become different, they're evolving to a higher level of expression than we've had in the past. And I don't mean that in a generalized woo-woo sense. I'm talking about really very precisely, very practically, where each of the signs is becoming much more connected with living in a physical body in the real world. Not just if you're a Taurus or a Virgo or a Capricorn. It's about all of them. Pisces needs to realize we're living in a body in the real world. And I'm a part of it. Even if I'm a dreamer and a visionary and blah, 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 blah. And I need to restructure my consciousness, restructure my friendships, restructure the way I serve or interact with humanity to reflect that, okay, I'm a visionary, but I live in the real world as well. And I should say, I live in the real world as well. Okay, so hopefully that's helped you get a handle on what's happening. It's a really exciting and incredibly powerful time now. Enjoy your October and just realize, yeah, profound things are happening this year. And this is one of the peaks right now in October of where we're opening the doors to the future by doing really down-to-earth practical things in our life. So don't overlook anything, no matter how mundane it might seem, that's going on in your life at the moment. Learn from it, give it some time and attention, really see how you can expand and improve it so it works more efficiently, and that will give you the pieces you need to restructure your life in the years ahead, in the incredible years that are coming. Even though the years that have just followed have been amazing, the incredible years that are coming ahead. Talk to you soon.